Hey brothers and sisters, Steve Monette here with another video in my Bible Prophecy Bite series where we look at Bible scripture, history, and current events that all point to the soon return of Jesus the Christ. So for today, let's talk about peace, shall we? Peace. And I've titled this video, Peace Here, Peace There, Peace Everywhere. And of course, we know that there's no peace in this world and there's little chance of peace breaking out anytime soon either. In fact, we know that this world is just filled with evil on a scale that we really have no ability to comprehend. But more specifically, I want to talk about Israel and peace today. And in the last 10 days or so, we have seen a flurry of peace initiatives, actually, that you haven't really seen a lot of reporting on. And these initiatives are very interesting from a Bible prophecy perspective. And it's very interesting because we're all familiar with the 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 3 statement, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them. And of course, we probably should be thinking about that in these days after I show you these two events that have been happening, kind of on a low-key event. Well, 6 days ago, President Rivlin of Israel met with a Vatican official at his own personal residence for the purposes of discussing peace with the Palestinians. And during this meeting, Rivlin was quoted as saying that Israel wished to find a way to, and I'm quoting this, share the land, end quote, with the Palestinians and live in peace with them. And here we have a picture of Rivlin and the Vatican official, whose name is Cardinal Sandri. And he just so happens to be the Vatican's top negotiator. So the Vatican sent essentially their best, and he's talking with Israel's president, which doesn't get any higher than him. So these are two top-level echelon people that are having these discussions. So here we have the president of Israel publicly stating that Israel wants to live in peace with the Palestinians. And Israel seems to be teaming up with the Vatican to help them with this peace process. Now think about that. The Vatican, the very seat of the Antichrist, trying to negotiate peace with God's chosen people. What could possibly go wrong with that arrangement, right? Amazing. Now, as if that wasn't enough, about 10 days ago, the foreign minister of Israel, a gentleman by the name of Yisrael Katz, publicly declared that Israel was negotiating, and I'm going to quote, a non-aggression pact with several Gulf states, Arab Gulf states to be more specific. And they're doing this with the intent to, quote, end the conflict and enable civilian cooperation with each other until a formal peace agreement with the Palestinians can be reached, end quote. And the prime minister, which is Netanyahu at the moment, is reported to be in full support of this venture. Now, I find this all fascinating just because of the peace initiatives are based on common ground, okay? They're based on common ground. In that, I mean that the parties are looking to find common ground and then build off of that baseline. And the first common ground as it relates to the Arab states is that they don't like Iran. The Arab Gulf states hate Iran and Turkey just as Israel does. And so in this case, we have a prime example of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So with that being the baseline for the peace plan with the Arab states, don't expect anything great to come out of it in the long run. But it is quite in the advanced stages, so we cannot discount this, okay? And of course, if, and it's a big if, the Trump peace plan were to ever be released, that could be the trifecta of peace plans. Israel would then have the Vatican, the USA, and the Gulf states all working towards peace. So, but we'll see what happens with that. Although it really doesn't appear at the present moment that the Trump peace plan is going to go very far. In fact, I think it's on life support, at least for the moment. But that may change. And when that may change once a government is in place in Israel. But of course, there are several other factors that could kill the Trump peace plan. We have a soft coup that's underway in Congress right now, and I do believe that there's little stomach for anyone in the Middle East to partner with Trump right now, especially after what he just did with the Kurds. I can't see anybody really wanting to get involved with him. But again, I've been wrong before, so we'll see. We'll just have to see what happens. So we do have, again, 2 Israeli peace initiatives in motion. Both are supported by the top echelons of the Israeli government. And one of the initiatives is being led by the Vatican, which I said earlier is the seat of the Antichrist, and the other is being led by Israel's sworn enemies, the Arab states. Now, if this isn't peace and safety, then sudden destruction, meeting Bible prophecy, I don't know what is. But it is fascinating. So we need to watch these 2 events very, very closely and how they play out in the coming months, or maybe even weeks and months. And one little quick update on the video I did the other day on Turkey, and Trump putting Gog and Magog into motion. Apparently, most of you probably know this by now anyway, is that Turkey is moving further and further into Syria by the hour. And now we have breaking news out of Iran that they will be holding, quote, emergency military drills on the border with Syria in the very same vicinity that Turkey is operating in. Think about that. So in essence, we have Gog and Magog staging an army at the border of Syria, just as it was described in Ezekiel 38. This is like watching the Bible jump right out into the news headlines. There's just no doubt about that. It's just amazing to watch. So, brothers and sisters, keep looking up, for our redemption is drawing near. Thanks for watching.